Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, solo leveling Arise will be the topic. On today's video, we're gonna talk about Sung Jinwoo job change. And unfortunately, the job change is not happening this update, the next one. I'll explain everything and I'll show you the confirmations for that. That's why they didn't reveal it on this live stream. I really thought, and many of us thought, that they're gonna do that on today's live stream or on the global live stream, but that is not happening. But okay, I'll explain everything about the Sung Jinwoo job change. Also, we're gonna talk about brand new shadow Serbi, the shadow from CERBERUS, and what exactly that shadow will be capable of doing. We're gonna check out the gameplay now in a moment, and as well we're gonna check the buff. What type of buff CERBERUS Shadow Serbi will be able to do, which is pretty busted. You're gonna see extremely busted. Also, we're gonna talk about Workshop of Brilliant Light changes. As well, I will add some really crucial tips that you are ready for the job change. It is really important that you know that. Plus few more additions. So keep on watching, leave a like, subscribe, make sure to support me in content creator program. We are on a road to 50k, and thank you for amazing support in the latest live stream. So like I already said in the beginning of the video, unfortunately the Sung Jinwoo job change is not happening yet. It will happen in the next update, which is 21st of August. Shout out to Mazdol. I will show you everything in a moment. We are getting the level expansion, like I said, for the Sung and other hunters, and as well we're gonna get those gates difficulty 34 and 35. Okay, just so you know about that. Now, about 1 second, and also we're gonna talk about Workshop of Brilliant Light changes, which are super important. We're gonna go into that in a moment. But first, let me talk about CERBERUS Shadow Serbi. Let's check out the gameplay. Massive shout out to Mazdol for pointing out one amazing thing related to the Shadow Serbi. He will be listening to this. As you know, Igris is buffing the crit rate as a Shadow Authority. Tusk is buffing the core attack. Blades is buffing attack. And CERBERUS Shadow will be buffing critical damage, guys. So critical damage will be buffed with the Shadow Serbi. That means that that's a must. Okay, you need to unlock it and try to get it to the Elite Knight as soon as possible. As soon as possible, because that crit damage will be one of the crucial things in this game. As you already know, crit damage is extremely broken on literally every single DPS hunter except Choi, and of course on the Sung especially. That crit damage is so crucial, so make sure to save up your shadow traces and level up, rank up that new shadow when it drops in 2 days on the update. Of course, rank it up as much as possible. It will be super important because that critical damage is the most broken thing for the DPS characters, just so you know that. Okay, now we have more things to cover. Perfect. Workshop of Brilliant Light. So this is something that I didn't mention on my previous video. Workshop of Brilliant Light, we are getting the changes here. First of all, we're gonna get the hard mode of Workshop of Brilliant Light, which will be extremely hard. And as well, they're gonna add more elemental weaknesses for the actual Vulcan. Okay, so that's one of the crucial informations. Now let me go here so I show you everything. So CERBERUS passive will be critical damage increase. Like I already said, that's extremely broken, so it will be a must-have shadow and must rank up shadow as soon as possible. Take your time, of course. You won't be able to do it immediately. It takes a lot of shadow traces, but make sure that you try to do it as fast as possible. Adding hard mode Vulcan and adding multiple elemental type weaknesses for the Vulcan. This is something that I already predicted before. Then I thought I was completely wrong because they didn't change the water element like forever. But they decided to add this, and this is something that I predicted already before. Because like this, they're gonna make so many more characters more valuable. Like Yo, when the fire element will be weakness, Yo will be the character to completely destroy Vulcan, for example. They can do the wind. Okay, so Mirai, the new assassin wind DPS character, will be a must-have to so you can beat the Vulcan, and so on and so on and so on. You catch the drill. I already predicted this gonna happen because like this, they give the value to every single new character they drop in the game, especially the DPS ones. Have that in mind, just so you know, especially when you're fighting in the hunter mode or normal. That will be extremely helpful to use those element weakness for the Vulcan. So new addition, new changes to the workshop of Brilliant Light. No nerfing as far as I can see. Unfortunately, we didn't got the news about the new artifacts and the new encore missions and instant dungeons, so we're gonna need to wait probably for the global live stream that is happening in about 1 to 2 days. Okay, here it is. This part is really important. There is a lot of talk during Q&A. I won't bother to translate it. Most of it is just players nagging about the gold, asking to buff Sohyun, Yongin, and Yinchul. Netmarble will put it in all in English post on Q&A anyway. And if no changes, Baron, Go, Guild, new job change will be arriving 21st of August. So that's good because I believe it would be too big of an update if they added the job change as well. Although I was extremely hyped, but for the job change, we're gonna need to wait for another 3 weeks after the update. I cannot wait. It will be insane. Still, we got the level expansion. Definitely, it will buff both Sung and other hunters. And at the same time, Workshop of Brilliant Light Vulcan will become easier to beat. A beautiful tip that was given by Masdoll, just a tip. Since Jinwoo will get a new skill 21st of August with the job change on later second new advancement, it would be wise to save up skill rune fragments and not combining them yet. You probably know what are the skill rune fragments. You go into fusion and then you have the powder and the fragments. With the skill rune fragments, you are crafting, fusing the skill rune, of course, and then with the powder, you're fusing the blessing stones. Okay, so super important, and I definitely agree with Masdoll. Save up your skill rune fragments for that new skill, because most likely, if we already know the pattern of the job changes, every single job change is broken and busted, and every new job change is giving us new broken skill. So it will be a must to get that skill as soon as possible, and especially trying to get it heroic and legendary as soon as possible. Guild name reservation will start in August, first week, and ends 20th of August. That means the guild update will be 21st of August or last week of the August. Okay, that is super important informations to know about upcoming update and the changes they're gonna do. So in the Q&A, if you watch their live stream, again, many people did complain about the gold, because gold is a big issue in the game, especially when you get that new level expansions, especially when you get the new artifacts. That means more and more gold needed to spend it. I always say that the easiest way to fix this, in a way, is to remove the freaking gold cost for unequipping and equipping leveled up artifacts. Because by now we all have that plus 20 artifacts, especially who were playing from the beginning. And when you need to switch the artifacts, when you need to change them, which we will do now really oftenly, you need to use a lot of gold. And I absolutely hate it. Some of you in the live stream said that they will maybe add like a pass where you buy that pass and then you can just like switch up your artifacts without using gold. Hopefully that won't happen. That's a bullshit. And I'm not buying it. Honestly, I'm not buying it because everyone, even a free-to-play, especially free-to-play, should be able to remove and change the artifacts without the gold cost, because it will be a constant problem in the game for no reason. Okay, let me now go just slightly more on the Masdoll. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, this part. 2 million gold will be given after next update finished. Okay, good for newbies. That 2 million gold can be extremely helpful, and good for everyone else. I would say 2 million is pretty decent. Yeah, it can go in a matter of seconds, but still, it is a valuable thing to get. Go is happening on the next update. So my question is, what will happen with Hans and me? Will she be an actual SR support wind? We're gonna see precisely. I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna see about guild name pre-creation. They're gonna add that as well. And look at this. Watching the PDs stutters and hesitate to give an answer to the complaint is funny, especially when the question is about gold and how weak Choi is. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much that news story. Everything else I pretty much covered on the previous update. Definitely, in my eyes, Mirai now will be even more valuable than before. Just because now we know that Vulcan will have other element weaknesses, and as well, in my eyes, the guild boss will be a wind typing. We're gonna know more in future, and it's not official information. And as well, the new weapons for the Sung are looking pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna work. Sung Jinwoo new weapon summer. First one will be updated 31st of July, and then the second one will be on August. Fish is water hammer, like a Vulcan range. The stick is fire sword, like Demon King sword. Okay, so it will be interesting to see how they're gonna do it and how precisely it's gonna work. And yeah, we're gonna get that mini story about the guild system and the story for the summer vacation event. Okay guys, that's it, pretty much what I want to talk about. Again, job change, we will have to wait for another 3 weeks, unfortunately. With the new skill, make sure to save up your rune fragments. Workshop of Brilliant Light is getting a hard mode, and as well, new elemental weaknesses will be added. Go is happening 21st of August. And that's pretty much it. I believe I covered everything what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, CERBERUS Shadow will be extremely broken. Critical damage buff is truly a broken thing to have. So everyone who will be able to rank him up immediately will have a great advantage with that. Okay guys, love ya. Hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for all support. Road to 50k. Make sure to support me in content creator program. New season is coming. So overall, I'm looking forward to all of this, and I'm excited and more excited for the upcoming updates of Solo Leveling Arise. That's it. Love ya and bye.